What's up, guys? Boy Benny. There was a time not too long ago when everything was really good in this country, and I'm not trying to do the whole member berries thing. I have the data to prove it. Things have just gotten exponentially worse, and it's accelerating. And some of the stuff that you really loved as a kid, it's disappearing like fast, and it's not being replaced, and it never will be replaced. It's a little weird. It's a bit shocking, and it's disconcerting. It's destabilizing. You used to be able to walk into a McDonald's and for, if you had $4 grimy dollars in your pocket from mowing lawns or at your lemonade stand, then you could literally get a feast. You could go in and you get yourself a full meal plus dessert. And McDouble was obviously where I went. McDouble's the best, possibly the best food ever created by man, the most nutrient-dense, cheapest food in human history with 22 grams of protein. Now that McDouble is almost 4 times the cost. It's almost $4 on average at McDonald's. That's terrible, because when I was really poor and needed sustenance, like, that menu was there for me. And I'm not ashamed to admit that. And it's happening in quick order all around the country. You're very lucky if you know what this photo smells like. Can't believe I'm saying that, but it's true. It's true. If you knew like what the vibe of the classic Pizza Hut was, like, you're a really lucky kid. This is how I grew up, right? My family's poor from the Midwest, and on Friday nights we had enough scratch that we'd go in, and actually Grandma usually paid. We'd go in and we'd all have a pizza together. That was our big treat for the week. You go into Pizza Hut and drink out of those red cups, right? Go to the salad bar. Pizza Hut abruptly closes 15 locations overnight, and over 100 more could be next because of Joe Biden's economy. Effectively, I'll save you the time to read the article. It's because of Joe Biden's economy. And that's wrong, because Pizza Hut is an American classic company. You grew up with Pizza Hut. You grew up watching ads like this.
Ivana. It's wrong, isn't it?
But it feels so right.
Then it's a deal?
Yes, we eat our pizza the wrong way.
Crust first.
Introducing stuffed crust pizza from Pizza Hut with a
Make me
ring of
hungry.
cheese baked into a totally new,
Stuffed
thinner
crust,
crust.
come
You'll want
on,
to eat it
baby.
the wrong way. Crust first.
May I have the last slice?
Actually, you're only entitled to half.
This is
Large,
like,
just 9.
oh man, that's just like peak. When did America peak? I don't know. You could argue when that was released. There used to be people who cared about the American public, about their creation, about their art, even if that art was whipping up a hamburger. There used to be people that actually truly poured themselves into projects for the good of the audience, the customer, right? They really deeply care. They built worlds for the good of the customer. But everywhere, not just in fast food, you were seeing the decay and the decline of those brands who have been taken over by usurpers, by people who are not creators. They are destroyers. And they destroy good things in our society. And it's terrible to have to report on it, because it's the stuff you'll never get back. You will never be able to get Star Wars back. It's gone. You'll never be able to get the dollar menu back. It's gone. And, combine both of those things into Hollywood, right? And into sort of the nexus epicenter of what used to be cultural creators, but now are where all the cultural destroyers live. You'll never be able to get this iconic Arby's back. You remember this Arby's? This thing was famous. It's in a bunch of movies, actually. Arby's in Hollywood closes after 55 years. California's $20 minimum wage. The destroyers at it again. It's just got such a nice, neat little package for the story, because it's Hollywood, the destroyer, Marxist destroyers of Hollywood, right? The uncreatives, the destroyers of brand, meet the destroyers, Marxist destroyers of the Democrat Party in California. And they have this nice little intersection right here on Sunset Boulevard with a beautiful Arby's that just that has had its same owner for its entire existence, for all 55 years. What fast food brand can say that? What fast food franchise can say that? None. This little lady who has owned this place for 55 years now has to close because of the $20 minimum wage. These bastards. I'm sorry. I try to abridge my language on this. These people are bastards, man. They're destroying like family legacies. And you'll never get this dead. They're going to rip this sign down and throw it in the trash, and you'll never get it again. You'll never get it again. Fast food joint's iconic cowboy hat sign was captured Tuesday, reading "Farewell Hollywood. Thank you for 55 years." Whew. Man, it's just not, it pulls at your heartstring. I mean, it really does. Farewell Hollywood. Thank you for 55 years. Oh, so sad. It is so sad. Look at the posts on social media. You know, these people are like driving by and filming this. It's all boarded up now. What they've done. It's all boarded up now. Farewell to Hollywood. They can't survive. It wasn't COVID that did them in, although that wasn't great. Okay, according to reports. And it wasn't even necessarily inflation, although that did have problems. It was the Democrats passing an insane price regulation on a specific industry, effectively to try and destroy that industry. There's no other explanation for it, and to hurt the workers. It's a bunch of nice people who worked at this location. According to the manager, the majority of his staff had been there for 10 plus years. That's how much they loved this store. But they have to close down because of things way outside of their control and outside of the free market. There's one thing to say, like, no, there were no customers left, right? No customers ever wanted to eat here. They wanted to eat here. The place is iconic. So unbelievably sad. Thank Democrat-led Gavin Newsom for this. Hollywood shutters after 55 years. $20 minimum wage has been the nail in the coffin. Oh, it's so incredibly sad. Thanks a lot, Gavin Newsom. You bastards. Man, it's good. It makes your blood boil. The local news reporting on this is really, it's heart-wrenching, actually.
An iconic fast food restaurant is saying farewell to Hollywood. The Arby's on Sunset Boulevard is closed after 55 years in business. The general manager says they have struggled since COVID, but blames inflation and the minimum wage increase for the closure.
But food costs going up, minimum wage going up, customer count going down. It's a really tough business to be in right now. We've done a lot of filming at this location. Many famous people have been here. So yes, it's sad that we're closing, but we have great memories of what's gone on in the past 55 years in Hollywood.
This Arby's location has only had one owner since it opened in 1969. The general manager says out of the 20 employees, more than half have worked at the location for over 10 years.
You see why I say they call them bastards? I mean, these people are monsters. There's not a mean enough word to actually call them in the English language. Half the employees have worked there for over 10 years. This was people's lives. This was the owner's life. Let's listen from the owner.
End of an era over on Sunset Boulevard. An Arby's restaurant just a couple of blocks from our studio is closing today after 55 years. All that plywood closing the book on the Arby's franchise, which opened on January 5th of 1969. Once it was the only fast food restaurant on Sunset Boulevard that actually had a view of the Hollywood sign. But nature and urban evolution has put a sunset on that view, and now the Arby's roast beef number 150 is closing. 91-year-old original owner Marilyn Leviton shares her emotions and thoughts on the store's demise.
Truth is, I think it was the pandemic that did us in. I really feel we would have closed during the pandemic, except for the federal loans. Arby's is demanding more technical equipment, which we couldn't afford. And I don't think the $20 an hour wage increase helped either. I'm awfully sorry that it came to this. I think we did a good job for 55 years.
And Marilyn added that she's afraid other fast food franchises now may have to suffer a similar fate. It's too bad. It was close.
I could have missed that one. It was very convenient, yeah.
You hear the news broadcasters there wince as they have to hold back. Sounds like they went to that Arby's. And the place is an icon. And the people who get hurt the very most are and this is always the case. The people that get hurt by these laws are always the workers and the customers. That's it. The people that these absolute smug pricks, Democrats, regulators are trying, the people they say they're trying to help, no, never. They are never helped. Never helped. Obama has not decreased the price of healthcare for a single American. They are never helped by this. There's not a new law that can fix anything. The only way to fix anything is to repeal most of the laws, actually. That's how you would fix things in this country. That's a matter of fact. But it's always the customer that's hurt. Here's every single burger chain. McDonald's, Burger King, Wendy's, Carl's Jr., Hardee's, Five Guys. Every single burger chain has doubled since 2014, their prices. Everything's doubled. And how does that happen? Government spends too much money. Makes our dollars worthless. That's how it happens. Simple as. Simple as. So these people are indeed monsters. They don't have, they don't care for you, and they don't care about the brands, and they don't care about the icons, and they don't care about the things that they've inherited. They are the destroyers. And you need to, with me, help support creators, whether that's in politics, people that create and build things like Donald Trump, or whether that's in entertainment, or whether that's in food, the food industry. Support creators, not destroyers. Okay, it's gonna be the call for this channel. It's your boy Benny. Like, share, and subscribe. See ya.